Bring the heat.
Ciao Juventini, welcome back to the JuveCorner podcast edition, everybody. It's the post-match podcast, and I got my guy Nino with me, guys. He's been on the channel, so of course I'm gonna have this guy on the show. What's going on, Nino?
What's going on, everybody? Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man. No, what a win! What a win! I'm speechless. What a win today. There's a lot of positives and negatives, but we'll get into that, guys. But of course, before we get into it, make sure to smash the like button. Of course, subscribe to the channel. Let's go, guys. You already know what to do. Share the content as well. Go subscribe to my fratello Nino here as well. Dr. XP-football, guys. We'll put it in the chat as well. Don't worry, everybody. But of course, everybody make sure to, let's go. Andiamo, guys. Andiamo. You guys going to see me? Yeah, let's go. You already know the drill. Let me see in the chat because there's already people coming into the chat. Big up to Lamp Shop. Big up. James Lapierre, my guy, says Ciao Gio Gobo. Big up. Big up to Calvin Jones. What up, my friend? Let's go. Share the content as always on Diamo, guys. You fellow Juventini, let's go. And of course, the big man himself. It's Reno in the chat.
Reno.
Reno. Of course, go subscribe to my fellow Paisano Renos as well. Channel. So go subscribe to him as well, man. But big up to everybody in the chat once again. Of course, subscribe to the channel, like, and also comment on the videos, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing here, guys? Comment on the videos. Andiamo. Fanculo, vai. But anyway, no. I mean, what were your thoughts, about this game? I mean, what a performance, I would say, in terms of the way that we came out, in terms of the grinta, right? That's the word that I think we're going to be highlighting today. Tudor's first win. But what were your thoughts about today?
Yeah, I think a lot more positives than negatives, in my opinion. We saw flashes of players who we thought were done. For example, Nico Gonzalez. I really liked how he played today. For the amount of times that I was like, this guy is not really playing as well, or this isn't that. Today, he really settled nice so far into that role. I'd like to see him there again, see how he does. Players like Yildiz, Thiago Motta. I lost a lot of respect for him after finding out what he said to him.
Mm-hmm.
And today just reinforced that. It reinforced that loss of respect because you take him off, you say that to him, and then you see Tudor put him on and he scores a goal like that. Like, Mota, get out of here. I don't even. I was wishing you well, bro, but now I wish you a little bit less well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I was like, I'm wishing you well, but after I saw that, I'm like, yeah, Mota, yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to him. Big day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But I
Guys,
mean,
a casa Mota, guys. We all know a casa Mota. Let's go. But big up
no,
to everybody.
hopefully not no at casa. Hopefully another team, so we don't have to pay him.
Yeah, hopefully another team, like Atalanta. Imagine that if he goes to Atalanta, I would love it.
Yeah,
Go to
but
Atalanta.
otherwise, I think I like Tudor's emotion. Tudor showed some emotion on the bench. If you look at Mota again, it was just he was pure, just like a skeleton on the sideline. So having somebody firing up the players and stuff like that, I was really happy with the positives I saw. And there are some negatives, but we'll get into that after you tell me what you thought of the game.
Yeah, no. What I thought of the game, especially, we started off well. I think that in terms of the intensity, I think of course, there's a lot of things that we need to work on. But I think in terms of the the play style, not just that, but Vlahovic with the grinta, meaning this guy is pushing, shoving other defenders. But hey, not bad, not bad. But in terms of, I think we need to be more clinical. We need to be more clinical. That's the biggest thing here. Yes,
Yeah.
Yildiz probably the man of the match for me. But hey, I can't complain. This is, I think, a better performance for the past since the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks of Mota. So listen, I like the reaction from the team, and then I actually want to also later into the stream, I do want to get into the interviews, because there was some interviews that we posted on the JuveCorner cast Instagram, which we're actually doing phenomenal on that page. We have like 1,100 guys. We just reached it, so unbelievable, guys. So keep it up, of course, on there. But I do want to say a couple of things in the chat too. Big up to Trexie. Big up, brother. Big up, fellow Juventino. Says a casa mortadella you godo. Big up to Mike. Says Genoa in the mud. Yeah, hopefully. Coop in poor form. Yes, we'll get to Coop Miners, which
It got worse.
Yeah. Oh man.
I didn't think it could.
Oh man. Yeah. It's just unbelievable. Send Mota to Brazil national team. Let's keep that. Yeah. Hey. Let's see. Coop needs to get a Nedved haircut to perform. Probably, man. But listen, about this Juventus in terms of coming into the game. A lot of people doubting Tudor, saying that it might not work. What happens if we lose? If we tie? Hey, I didn't like that 1-0. That's all I want to say. I didn't like the 1-0. That's not good. Kind of reminded me of those Allegri times a little bit with the Cortomuso, and on your toes at the last minutes, which you shouldn't be like that, which we should have actually scored way more. But this is what I'm talking about with this team, about being able to finish clinically, and we couldn't finish. But I think in terms of our backline, Mr. Lord Kelly over there, what a garbage player. I don't know how the heck is he representing Juventus, guys. I really don't know. But in terms of, I think, in the midfield, Thuram, I think, was great. Locatelli was outstanding today.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
The only, I think, guy that probably wasn't at his best was Coop Miners, and Vlahovic wasn't really that well either. I would say that the only thing I agreed with some people about Vlahovic was that he actually had a little bit more fight in him than other games. But in terms of the way that he played, it's disgusting again. But I think, like I said, it's not going to take just one game with Tudor. It's going to take a little bit of a while. Let's see what happens. There's, hey, listen, there's 8 games left now. We got the first dub. Let's see if Tudor can really gel this team, because that's what he usually comes into. He has that big impact. He's known for that. So let's see what happens. But yeah, no, I mean, Tudor. Yeah, it's Tudor. But hey, I can't complain. What a win!
Yeah,
I think it's because I'm always saying what a win is because we haven't won in the past 2 games. So
yeah.
Hey, I'll take the win. But definitely that for sure. There's other people also saying some stuff in the chat. Let me read it here. Trexie, my guy Trexie, big up to Trexie too. Says Coop and Dusan performance today was just disgusting. Both did nothing but playing bad. Dusan assist also being a complete accident. Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. Reno says, I agree with you, Gio. We think a lot the same, man. You were on a rampage today. Oh, I know I was in Reno's chat, guys. I was just going off. I should have done a watch along, but I decided I couldn't. So yeah, no, but the next watch along that I do, I'm gonna be definitely doing a rampage. Oh man, it's crazy. I would say 9 games left. If you have to have Allegri ball to get the 3 points, it is what it is. Wins over style until we get top 4. Listen,
Honestly, it wasn't even. It wasn't even. I would say Allegri ball is far worse than what we watched today, and it's in its worst times.
yeah,
Because Allegri would have scored and then defended the whole rest of the
we try to score the second.
65 minutes. But we kept attacking, and that's why I would just like. I think it's a little different than Allegri, but like the 1-0 win obviously
Yeah,
is
that's
narrow, so that's Allegri. But I think that the way he played was completely different
Yeah.
than Allegri because you saw the attacking after they scored, and that's like what we've missed for like 3 coaches. Like
Yeah.
every coach we've had would score and then recede. So I think the transition and the high press, I loved the press, the the consistent attack that was there. And I didn't really feel there was a few times I felt like I was like, dang, they might be scoring this. But there wasn't as many as normal. There's times in the game where I'm usually like, wow, they're gonna score at some point within these next 10 minutes. But today it was one chance and then they held it down for a little while. One chance and they held it down for a little while. So I think the defense played solid. I wouldn't say perfect because we have our defensive mishaps, but I think it was a well-rounded game.
Yeah.
I think I'd say I'd make 1 or 2 adjustments to the starting lineup, and then we have a solid team.
Yeah, no, I really think I was really wondering where Colomwani was today,
Yes. Yep.
which we're gonna get into that too.
Yes.
Conceição, I'm not happy because in my opinion, I think Conceição is like one of the main players that we should be keeping. And
I do
without a
too.
doubt,
Fully.
without a doubt, guys.
I'm a firm believer.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are, Nino, about Conceição not playing, but let me know, guys, in the chat, of course. Tell me, guys. And also, share the content, as always. Andiamo, guys. Let's go. Share the content. Of course, smash the likes. Smash the likes, guys, before we even go any further. Smash the likes. Okay?
Yeah, man. Conceição, for me, I've said this in like every video I've posted the last like 2 weeks. I've said that if I need people to explain to me the reasoning behind not redeeming Conceição other than him being nearsighted and maybe not being able to cross the ball. Other than that, there's no reason to not redeem him. He's 21, has grinta, has passion. You can work on the other things. You can work on crossing the ball or maybe not going straight down the line every time. You know what I mean? You can work on these things, but you can't work on grinta and passion. That's something that comes naturally. So, and then that kind of boils over to like Locatelli as a captain. Locatelli, I feel like, has less grinta than other players, but that's a whole nother discussion. But for me, Conceição is a steal for $30 million. And if Juventus don't redeem him after this season, I'm gonna really flip my lid on Juventini. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, it's just like I think we're just gonna be making those same mistakes over and over again with these players. Not getting the right players and stuff like that. Not even redeeming the right players, right? And also selling players like Hoisin. But no, I mean, I think in terms of of course, the Mercato, let's see what happens. I think that Conceição deserves to stay, for sure. Because he came up in the big games, like we spoke on
games,
Omar's.
yeah.
Remember when we said that he came up against Leipzig, he came up against Inter. And like I said, he comes into the biggest moments. And I think that's what a player that you need, because he kind of reminds me. I said this on Omar's show. I said that he kind of reminds me of that Chiesa flair. He has something different from all the rest of the other players. This is why I say that Conceição is a really good player, like I said. And people are criticizing him for not playing with his head held high. He's too much with the ball, too much dribbling, being a ball hog, this and that, guys. That's a fixable thing, especially with the right coach. That's a fixable thing.
Exactly.
So, I mean, But yeah, no, of course I do want to move on. Though we'll go to Coop Miners next, guys. Let me know what you guys think about Coop Miners. And do you guys think that he might get sold in the summer? Because let's see, who knows what's gonna happen.
I hope so.
That's insane. With that, okay, so I do want to read Trexie's comment here. It says we really should have won the match 3-0. Vega
Easily,
header near the end, yeah. That went wide for some reason, way a last minute. Yeah, 100%. We should have won by a lot
100%.
more, a lot more. Like and subscribe. Big up to Lamb Shop, of course. I hope we can keep winning. 4th place seems reasonable considering Bologna will get about 7 points out of their next 7 matches, max
I think
10.
so. Who do they play? I haven't seen their schedule. I have to let me look at it.
We play them. I know that. So
I know we play one of them one time. I'll check the schedule.
Calvin Jones, my guy, says sometimes a simple win is needed, especially during these times. The only heart attack moment was that Pinamonti chance. Yes, I 100% agree. There was also another chance, I believe, that I forgot who had it, but he took a shot. He had like a lot of open space. If it was another, in my opinion, if it was another player, that could have probably been in the back of the net. So that's what I'm saying. You know,
there was a few chances. There was a few chances. I was like, ooh, but it wasn't anything like we've seen in the last few games. Honestly, it was so much better than that.
Yeah, no, big up to Abdallah, brother. Big up, brother. Big
Bologna play Napoli, I think, next week.
So it says, Kenan Yildiz unsellable and irreplaceable. Yeah, of course, bro. Big up to Pino in the chat. It says, not bad, but still lots of work to do. Grinta was there. Nico played good. Yeah, Nico Gonzalez, we do have to talk about him too, as his natural position. Luca played good too. Let's not forget, only 4 days of practice. Yeah, hey, like I said.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
it was 2 days of 1 or 2 days of practice with most of the starters because most of them just came back from the second international game. So it's even less than that, but you're 100% right.
But we kind of expected that though.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of expected that with Tudor, guys. Don't we agree in the chat? We kind of expected that he could come in with that impact in just a short amount of time. That's why he's been so good at other teams as well, because he could just come in, make that impact, and also I think it's also good for Juventus because he knows what Juventus is. That's another bonus. So definitely to keep in mind for that. James LaPierre says Chico creates the most opportunities in the final third in the second half, even though he only played part of it.
Yeah,
100%. That cross, I remember that. That cross to Vega, remember?
Vega, he should have had an assist.
Yep. No idea why Colo didn't play. Besides Yildiz, there was no one bringing any attacking value. Tudor rating Vlahovic highly was not a joke.
One of my negatives. That's one of my negatives on Tudor.
Yeah.
Is it's reminding me a little bit of Motta. How do you watch the guy struggle and miss a one timer that Ildiz? Oh my God, beautiful cut in on the right side, passes it to Vlahovic. He whiffs it.
Yeah. Here's the thing that Melon. Yeah, Melon says this. Yildiz got me the most hyped I've been since the Man City game. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yildiz is.
I was watching him dribble like Messi.
Yeah. Because I don't know why did Dusan play 90 minutes without getting subbed off for that performance. Yeah,
absolutely no idea.
Absolutely, yeah.
If it was me, at least 20 or 25 minutes, Colomani needs to be on the field at least.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you. Milan says Vahomis is such a diva, as I've been saying all year. Just play the ball, stop complaining. 100%. I think he needs to stop complaining too much. But
I mean,
there was times where he was getting grabbed, man. I would be complaining too if I was getting grabbed like he was. Like this guy was getting pulled on his shirt. So hey,
some of them were like, okay, it's like the ref's not gonna call that, but some of them, I'm not gonna lie, De Winter was literally yanking him, and he was not getting any calls. So I'd be pretty frustrated as well. But I agree. Most of the time, he's not a player that I can get behind because he lacks so much when it comes to being a striker. Colomboani is the full package. He has speed, tactical, shooting, everything. But Vlahovic is literally like just just pass me the ball, I'll shoot, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. One thing I need to point out is that Dusan was fighting a lot. much more
Mhm.
than in any other match. Exactly. That's what I mentioned before too. The problem is that the guy can't control the ball, and no more how hard he will fight, he still loses it. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing that we all criticize Dusan for is that his hold up play is horrendous. And I think he's just in terms of when he's going through on goal, it's just like dude, like I remember that there was a chance he was like 1-on-1 with the defender. I'm not sure if you noticed that, and he does like the chop, and after that he loses the ball. Like, dude,
Mhm.
you like, oh my gosh. But that's the thing with Vlahovic, man. It's like if you, man, it's
Yeah,
just
we've said this. We've said this
frustrating.
a million times.
Yeah, frustrating, guys. It's
It's
just
just
frustrating.
I hope Tudor just can like look at it and make the adjustment because I
Yeah.
really hate this favoritism stuff that we see. Like, if for me, if Tudor starts doing that, then I'm gonna be like, all right, buddy,
Mhm.
I'm not really liking you as much because of what you're doing. Technically, you're fine, but like locker room wise, you gotta
Oh yeah,
figure
yeah,
it out.
yeah, exactly. And that's I think the craziest thing, right?
Yeah,
But I really wish Dusan the best, but with how he is playing, I just don't see a reason to keep him.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no,
It's not even how he's playing; it's he's asking for $10 million a year.
yeah,
If you're looking at Dusan Vlahovic and telling me that he's worth $10 million a year, I'm going to tell you that you're not number one, not watching the game, or number two, just don't know what $10 million will get you in today's football. It's
yeah.
just the stuff that he's doing is worth or $2 million a year at the most.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. And that's I
At the
think the
most,
biggest thing, you know. But not just that, but if he lowers his wages, what do you guys think we should keep Vlahovic if he lowers his
I
wages?
wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. But he
Yeah.
has to lower them. There's no way I'm paying that much for him because he's not proven it. He's not proven himself at any year. Any year, the most he scored is 13 goals.
Yeah. You know, it's just with Vlahovic is like so hesitating because he shows that sometimes he could be that good
Yeah,
striker that we all know that he has the potential to be. And then he just does performances like that where I'm like, the heck. But for me,
yeah.
for right now, I'm Vlahovic out still. Oh, I don't know
Oh
about you.
yeah. If we can
Yeah.
get a good price, if we can get a solid price, ciao.
Yeah, exactly.
But if
So
he has nowhere, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But if he
yeah,
has
you good.
nowhere, if he has nowhere to go and wants to stay, and he's willing to lower his wage, that's fine. I wouldn't mind keeping him because he can provide some use in certain instances, and you can see the chances. I feel like Vlahovic is a guy who needs like if you put Vlahovic with a midfield that's going to cross him the ball and make him the centerpiece, then he'll perform. But he's not performing like he's the centerpiece.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that in terms of what Vlahovic is, he's like a power striker.
Yeah.
He's a striker that if you don't give me the ball right to my feet,
Hmm.
I won't be able to do anything. Basically, that's what Vlahovic is. It's like
100%.
that's why he was so good at Fiorentina is because he used to just get those opportunities right at his feet, like right by the goal, like it was like a tap in. Most of his goals were tap
Hmm.
ins, but that's why Vlahovic is so good at like that. But at Juve, it's completely different because we barely have that service,
Yeah.
in terms of giving the striker service. So,
We have no
but
service.
yeah, yeah, but that's why I said that. I was like, you know what? Colomani will probably do way better because he actually is quick. He could do a lot of these dribbles, and not just that, but he has a shot
Yeah.
that's like crazy. And also, he could go into those runs, which Vlahovic, to me, needs to do more of, is go into those lanes because he doesn't even do that.
Yep.
Like, yes, he could show that grinta, which I agree with Trexie earlier, that he could show that grinta, which, probably his
We
most
need.
shown, right? But at the same time, it's like it's completely different, you know? So Coop Miners to United, please. I need more laughs. Thanks. Listen, Coop Miners, listen, if United give us like what 70, 80 million for Coop Miners, take them. Take them. Oh my
70,
gosh. I'll give
80.
it I don't care. Oh yeah.
70, 80 million.
Yeah,
I'll give him a 50% discount for what we bought him for. You could take him for 30, honestly.
Oh man, no, but Inter Napoli, Atalanta, Milan, Viola, and
I
us.
think that's for Bologna.
Ah, really?
Yeah, so
Damn.
they have a schedule like
Woo.
Atalanta, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's good then. That's good.
Yeah, no, it's good. No, it's good for us for sure because
Yeah, that's good.
I could probably see them losing to Inter, losing to Napoli,
Napoli.
Atalanta. Well, Atalanta, they beat.
That's gonna be a dogfight.
Atalanta, they beat Milan. They're gonna beat. I think Milan.
I think Milan, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if Milan decides to
Fiorentina,
wake up, like we need to wake up, hopefully. But
yeah, Fiorentina, it's different. So, their only points will come from Genoa and Udinese, likely, and maybe a draw or two. Yeah,
man.
and a couple losses, hopefully against us too, because we
Hope
need
so.
them. Oh yeah. But their next 3 is against the top 3, so top 4
Yeah.
for us is basically guaranteed next match week.
Wow.
Well, come
Listen,
on,
I
Trexty.
don't
Hey.
know. I don't know what's guaranteed anymore, my man. I've seen some
Yeah.
crazy stuff this year.
Yeah. Well, like I
I've
said,
seen
if
some crazy
Tudor,
stuff.
but if we could build on this, if we could have that progression, then maybe I would say yes. Remember,
Yeah,
he's only had really 2 training sessions basically.
He's got a whole week to prepare again and
Yeah.
patch the holes, and
Exactly. That's what he needs to do. And we need to also put the players in the right positions. Get Kelly off the field.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Cope Miners too, please, as well.
Yeah,
Take out Cope Miners and I don't know, put Conceição in like you did today, because somebody else.
Guys, I'm gonna say also for Nino as well. Who would you guys start for the next match? And I'm not sure who we're versing, but who would you guys start?
Good question. My starting 11. I think my starting 11 would be Di Gregorio in goal. I don't know if Gatti's injured. I'd have Gatti, Kalulu. I loved Kalulu today. He was a great player today because he's playing in his natural position. So he plays on the right side and he's pressing up so far. And then really I would only substitute Kelly out for Savona or somebody else and Vlahovic out for Colomwani. Otherwise, Vlahovic, Cope Miners, and Kelly, just switch those for somebody, and then I'm good with the lineup, to be honest with you. I don't really have to change anything else.
Yeah, 2K champion here. He also says here about Conceição. Conceição tied with the first 4 chances created while coming off the bench. I'd like to see him at the 10 with you this soon. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
100%, man.
We had better intensity and mentality. Didn't fall back after a goal or in the second half. So attacked a full game, but there is still work to do. Next week we will see something better, hopefully, and it's against Roma.
It's gonna be a tough game.
Because they're on good form, guys. They're on good form. So let's see what happens. How do you think Motta feels?
I hope bad.
I hope bad. Honestly, because this guy is getting me pissed off, especially the comments that he said about you. This is unbelievable. Colomani's physicality was needed today, 100%. Calvin Jones. I don't know why he didn't play him, but listen, I can't complain because we won, right? Let's hit that like button. More than 2 people in the chat. Let's go. Andiamo. Buonasera a casa tutti gents. You guys deserve the win versus Genoa. Grande Anthony. He's a Milanista, by the way, but big up to him as well.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Milanistas are okay. It's all right.
Yeah. As long as it's not Interista, right?
Yeah, you
go. Mr. Anthony from Interworldwide, by the way. Talking to you. Let's see if he watches the video. I want to see him comment. But he says,
I agree.
Calvin Jones says that Conceição was less selfish today. Of course, small samples. Yeah, of course. Listen, he did. In my opinion, he was probably one of the best in terms of coming off in the second half. So for sure. Reno says F. Vlahovic, he needs to go. And Reno's on a rampage with Vlahovic today. Oh man, it was funny. It was funny. Dusan to actually score needs 2 great wingers, -10s like Yildiz that can just feed him the ball for easy goals. He can finish once he is in a 1-on-1, but to get there, that's a damn man. I know it's a damn long. Yeah, exactly. Big up to Jason too in the chat. Big up to Grey Goose. Depends how low. No, get rid of him. Hey, listen, Juntli, get rid of this guy. Get rid of Vlahovic, man. Dusan would fit right in. Yeah, probably because
I'll give him to you for like a plate of food and a bottle of Gatorade. You can have them.
Yeah, exactly.
At Arsenal.
Exactly. What is with the swap deal with Al Nassr for John Duran plus a few mil? Swap deal?
What is this?
Wait,
If this is real, I would speed that up as much as we can. Wait, what the?
yeah. Wait.
Didn't
Swap
they
deal.
just
Wait.
sign him? Hold on, let me
Yeah.
look this
Wait.
up.
They did. Wait. There's no way. Calvin Jones. Wait. What source did you get that from? There's no way. Wait. There's no way. Right? Wait. But for who? Is he talking about Vlahovic?
Yeah, I don't see anything about that.
Oh, he says, guys, it's not real. I'm suggesting.
Oh
Oh,
shit,
okay,
no.
okay, okay.
Oh, you got me excited.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. I was like, dang. I was like, no way.
Hypothetically, I would 100% do that.
Yeah, yeah.
100% do that.
That would be a great idea for us. But
100%.
yeah, no, for sure. Let's see. Big up to Saeed, man. Congrats, Gio. I guess for the win. I'm guessing also he says, congrats, Dr. XP. Yes, it's Dr.
Yes,
XP.
thank
My
you.
guy, Nino.
Yes.
Is the Mota comment actually true? I heard that rumor is like tier 3 or lower. No, that's what they're saying. It's true. They're saying it's true.
I mean, only person we
So
can confirm with is Yildiz.
yeah, that's probably the only person that we could probably confirm, right?
Yeah.
Big up to Norby, bro. Oh my gosh, Norby's still up at this time. I'm surprised. Big up to Norby, bro. We definitely have to do a podcast. I have to do it your time. Probably midweek. I'll do it midweek. Maybe we have Nino as well there. Definitely doing the one with Norby too. But yeah, of course, guys, type in the chat what you guys also thought about the game. Tell me who you guys think the man of the match. I mean, of course, the man of the match is going to be, in my opinion, Yildiz, and he'll probably have also you guys are going to say Yildiz. So, Roma away, Digre, 3 defenders with Kalulu. Gatti, I'm not even sure what's happening with him. Is there any confirmation that he's injured? Right?
I don't know. I didn't see the post report.
I didn't see anything with Gatti getting injured because I checked before, unless they posted it now, but I didn't see nothing in terms of that. What else here? It says with Kalulu, Gatti, and Vega, Chico from the start as a wing. Nico starting for how he played today. Okay, you know what? Let's get to Nico Gonzalez. Minkia, what a changed player! What a changed player this guy is, man. But what were your thoughts about Nico Gonzalez?
That's what we were waiting for to see Cope Miners do, but it just never happened, you know? So, I mean, like I said, probably one of the biggest positives of the game. Maybe the 40 million wasn't a complete waste. I think it was still a little bit of an overpay, but if we can get use out of him, I'm happy. I'm happy with it, you know. But that's only one game, so we'll see what happens. Also, guys, I'm only 2 subs away from 100.
Yeah, guys, go subscribe to my guy.
I'm 2 subs, man. So we're doing a giveaway at 100. Only 2 subs.
Come on, guys. You already know what to do.
And smash the likes on the video and sub to Gio if you're not subbed already.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Also says 352 maybe 352. I don't know.
I liked what he was playing today. To be completely honest with you, because there was fluidity in the whole. The fluidity was you could see at times Locatelli was pressing, Conceição dropped back, or Yildiz dropped back, and then it kept rotating, right? So there was so many variations of the press, and the rotations allowed it to happen, and then players were dropping back into defense. Locatelli at one point was pressing the goalie, and then at another point he was playing center back. So I think the fluidity of the 3-4-2-1, it helps because you can rotate players in and out of position.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no. XP, do you have the link for your channel? Yeah, no. I'll ping in. I'll post in the chat, guys. Give me a second.
Thank you.
Yep, I got you. But yeah, no. I mean, listen, Nico Gonzalez for me has definitely improved since even the start of the season. I mean, it's just unbelievable, you know. I'm very happy in terms of how we played, especially how he played. But the only thing I think for him, he needs to start scoring, or he needs to start doing more assists, because I think that's where a lot of the people are going to be judging, not just about the performances, but I think in terms of the, you know, if he could create more chances like a Chico, that is going to be the key. You know, if he could do that, I think that would be perfect, you know?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, he was carrying the way he was carrying the ball is enough for me. just because he pushed it forward so well. He doesn't need to score if that's his main job. If his main job is to get the ball from the side to the midfield to the, strikers in order to do what they have to do, then him not scoring is not really a problem for me. But I mean, hey, it would be a bonus.
Oh
But
yeah.
him playing that 1-2 ball on the wing, I think if he can do that consistently for us, he's a starter in my eyes. But we'll see. We'll see if it's consistent because it might not be consistent, So
Yeah, exactly. And let me just go back up here as well. Roma is beating the weaker teams, but they are very cold-chested against the bigger sides. Expect a win or
That's
a draw
fair.
next week. Fair. And I also expect a win. I expect a win. I don't care. I expect a win with Tudor, especially.
Yes.
Yeah. I expect a win against this Roma side, especially because, it's Igor Tudor. Come on. And he actually, I'm not sure, but I think the game was against, when he was at Lazio, the game was against us, Juve, and he ended up beating us. So, hey.
Yeah. And
I wouldn't be
Dybala's
surprised. Yeah, Dybala's hurt too. So let's see what happens, guys. I mean, I want to know your thoughts. Oh, guys, go check out Dr. XP's channel. I'm not sure. Maybe you already reached 100. I'm not sure.
Let me see. Hold on. I got to look. We're doing a
Oh, you're
giveaway when I
one.
hit
You're
'em.
one. You're one away.
I'm one off.
Yep.
Damn, I'm one off.
What up, guys? So go subscribe to my guy, Nino from Dr. XP. Let's go, guys.
We post Serie A content, Juve content, Premier, everything. We're doing everything. But, obviously as a Juve fan, it's probably going to be a lot more Juventus news and videos. But, we're going to try to do everything.
Yeah, guys, I also do want to say as well, I will be having a new show as well on the Juve Corner Cast panel, Football Arena, guys. It's already been planned. It's on Monday, guys, around 6 o'clock. We're going to see what time, if we can keep it at that time. Let's see if we have to push it back or even maybe push it forward. Let's see what happens, guys. But Football Arena is happening Mondays. So, we're going to be talking about not just about Serie A, but also, of course, about the Premier League, about the Bundesliga, about the top 5 leagues, of course, the Champions League as well. And in terms of what, just everything that's going on in general, especially with the Real Madrid news about Alexander Arnold to them. We're going to be talking about lots of things. It's not just Juve content, guys. Of course, I'm going to bring you something a little bit more new, something that a Juve content creator actually hasn't really done. So, and I would say it's nice and it's unique for sure. So,
yeah, more Bayern content.
Yeah, please Bayern content.
Definitely. We'll be analyzing this Inter matchup you guys have, definitely. So we'll be talking about it. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, Sahid, you need to win.
Please. I'm sorry that you guys lost Davies, though. I really feel bad for him.
Oh yeah.
That'll be my 2 cents on Bayern.
They lost Davies and Upamecano, which is insane.
It's tough.
I feel like we just need to play with 3 defenders so far. Yeah, true, but we can't play with Mr. Lord Kelly over there in the back. I don't like him in the back. Is there anybody that we could play that's probably better?
Savona. I would honestly put Weah back there. Rui probably could play there. I mean, Kelly did. I'm not gonna sit here and trash Kelly for the whole game because he's a strong player. Like physically, and he stops the ball, but he's such a liability when it comes to passing the ball out of the back and retaining the ball once he's gotten the stop, that it's not worth his defensive capabilities. So having somebody else back there who can control the ball and get a few stops it's going to work a lot better. And we're going to have Bremer back. So the ideal back 3 is going to be Bremer, Kalulu, Gatti, and you could sub Vega in for whoever needs to come in. But I think Savona should be the player now based on where we're at with talent and everything like that.
Oh, exactly, and that's I think the biggest thing too, right? Savona would be great at 3-man defense.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I 100% agree, Norby. I wouldn't even mind that either. But I would say, with even Locatelli could play in that back 3 too. If you really think about it.
Yeah, I think so. And you can look at, like I said before the game, you could see I think that's what Tudor wants to do, the fluidity of Locatelli going up and down and left and right. He draws back when he has to and plays with he opens up for the center back to make a pass where he needs to, and then he pushes up after that. So I think Locatelli is dropping back to that role to carry the ball up, and then he's going back and then pressing up. But he does play it. I think he just lacks.
Sure.
I think he just lacks the physicality that it would entail, because Locatelli, he's like a sliding crazy guy on the field. He's always slide tackling, and
sure.
I feel like he just doesn't have the strength to play at the back as well.
Okay, we saw that. If things don't work out with Tudor, it would be interesting to see Pioli try to steer the pot. No, please no, please no, Anthony, no. You Milanistas now, you're on a short leash, Anthony.
You could take him back. You could take him back.
They just didn't want to risk an injury. I hope not. Yeah, but Coop just doesn't fit in the role. And with that formation, there's nowhere else to put Coop besides a 10. So we would either,
anywhere. He doesn't fit anywhere. When you're in the professional league and you take all right, he's coming to take a shot. If your shot angles like this, you don't deserve to start on any team in the first league anywhere. And that's happened multiple times. This is not the first time. This has happened 6 or 7 times out of the whole season when he's gone to take a shot. It's a literal 82-degree angle up above the goal. So I'm not understanding.
Exactly. No, and I 100% agree with you. Coop Miners used to score bangers out the line.
Yeah,
but it's like now it's like bye 90 degrees.
Yeah,
bye.
Like it's going to the moon.
Yeah, no, it's just it's not good, man, in terms of that. And yeah, no, I mean, listen, I can't even complain about that. I mean, listen, he's not, in my opinion, good in terms of right now for Juventus. So listen, if you're gonna have to sell Coop Miners, you better do it for either half the price or even on the price, because at the moment, Coop Miners has just been so bad for you, man. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Okay, what else? Here we go. Ciao everyone, dinner time. Big up to Lamp Chop, of course, every time. I mean, Kelly did decent.
Like I said, like I was saying before, he played, he got some stops. He pressed up a little bit. His main problem is losing the ball in the back. That's just if he can fix that, he'd be a very solid backup. But in no realm is he a starter for me anywhere, any time at Juventus. But if he can fix his capability to control and pass and be comfortable in the back, I would be fine with him coming off the bench.
Oh, McKennie as a CB sounds great. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. But I didn't really notice McKennie today. I'm not sure if you noticed him.
Yeah, no.
I really didn't even notice McKennie being that effective like he was on Malta, which is crazy to me.
I mean, that's because he's playing out on the wing, so it's like
true.
He's not as central. He's not getting as many touches.
Yeah.
So
Loco is doing just that in the game, often playing as the fourth falling back. Yeah, that's true. That's why he was going.
Exactly. Yeah.
So big question. Conte's, I think, a breakthrough to the international arena was through Juve.
Yeah. He's like him becoming like a good coach or like a well-known coach.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was with Juve. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he won, I think, his first titles with Juve.
Yeah.
Like as his major titles. I'm not saying the Primavera or for example, like the next gen. No, he in terms of getting like really popular, it started all with Juve. That situation where he tried taking the shot, and sent it flying.
Yeah, and he had
so much open space. Yeah, he has so much open space. Yeah, man.
To his left, Thuram to his right.
Yeah, exactly. Open. Yep. Yeah, no, it's just terrible. Colomani, wonder why he didn't play. Yeah, no, we were just talking about that too, about Colomani. Just not really impressed. Not impressed that Tudor didn't even put him in.
Big negative in my eyes.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, they're saying that he could be playing with Vlahovic, so I mean that's a good sign. But yeah, at the same time, it's like, what formation are you gonna put him in? Then you might as well just keep him in the 3-4-3, but have like Yildiz in that 10, and then have just Vlahovic and Colomani like right next to each other. That's, I think, the only thing that I could see it working really, unless he just switches the whole thing 3-5-2.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Three. You could do a 3-4-1-2. Have Yildiz at the
Yeah,
10 and Duzon and Colo up top. But honestly, I'd rather just have Colo up top and swap Cope Miners for somebody else
yeah,
in the second attacking midfielder role.
yeah. No, exactly. That in my opinion should be the one for sure. But you guys think Mourinho can do it? No, 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 no. No Mourinho, guys. No Mourinho, man. He's an Interista at heart, guys. He's
Yeah.
not. No way.
He
Please
has
no.
the skill and coaching ability to do it. But do we want him there?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather have him than Mota, to be honest. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I think anybody would want Mourinho
him
over
than
Mota,
Mota,
probably. But no, I'm curious to see where Mota's actually going to be for his next club. I want to really see what's going to happen with him. But hey, I think in terms of just the overall performance, it wasn't bad. But we need to do more. There's a lot more that we need to work on in terms of also what to do in the final third. I think that's what we're missing too. Yes, Villas had that nice goal, which was brilliant. And the funny thing is that there's actually a thing with Tudor throwing Coop minus the ball to just take the throw in. That was just that was fantastic, which is a good thing.
Go. Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, man. I would cry. Yeah, oh yeah. Moto will probably be the next Man United manager.
Buona fortuna, Man United.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh man, that happens. Good luck to Man United. I mean, listen, if he somehow starts balling at Man United,
Good for him.
I would probably. I mean, good for him, but at the same time, I'd be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
You know. But other than that, hey, it's buona fortuna, but at the same time, yeah, sucker. Because this guy, exactly. I'm telling you. This guy, I can't believe that he's the things that he was saying. And no wonder why Juntli said that he was ashamed of him, right?
Yeah, that makes me recant all of my statements on Juntli.
No. I think that's probably why he probably said that if he did.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what they're saying. That's what they were saying. But guys, let's I know that there was some post about the post match comments from I think Tudor. And let me see here. And Locatelli as well. Speaking to Dazen. So give me a second. I'll read it to you guys in a second. No, so Kefren Turam as well. So
yeah, he played very well.
Yeah. Let's see here. Aha. So Kefren Turam says, speaking to Zazen here, says we played against a good team today. Remember, this is the first week with the new coach. Week after week, it will get better.
Mm-hmm.
The Mr. My Father, I heard that they talked. It made me laugh. Tudor is a great coach who brings a lot of intensity. He tells me to be very aggressive and take the ball forward. I like his ideas. There you go, guys.
I'm liking it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking it.
Then for the Locatelli interview, let's see here. It says we must focus on the next match. Diogo Mota gave his all. We thank him for what he did, but now a new chapter begins. He also says that we have to give it our all for this jersey. Finally, so he's finally saying that, right?
Who said that?
Tudor has brought Locatelli.
Oh, okay.
Tudor has brought energy. That's a good sign. Has brought energy. He has asked us to commit for the jersey. We are a healthy group. I don't know about a healthy group. But I mean, if you guys were healthy, you guys would be getting injured, okay? But
if we had Bremer, we'd probably be in a different situation right now. But
of talented young players who are learning to work hard in this jersey. Yeah, it's true because hey, listen, he's not wrong. We do have a lot of young players. But you need to give it your all. I don't care. You have to give your 120% for Juve. If you want to stay at the club, you need to do that. Because if you don't, then you're out of here. 40. I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. But yeah. What did he say? Except the Yildiz comment. What did he say?
Who?
No, wait. Oh, is he talking about Mota? He's talking about Mota.
Oh, I mean, Juntili said, I'm ashamed to have picked you to Mota, but we didn't know. And Mota said what Mota said about Yildiz before that. So
Yeah, now that the whole thing is with the Malta, well, we all knew that the relationships with the players were bad because we could see it with the locker room. He lost the locker room,
Yeah.
so I expected something to have gone wrong, but it all matters like when did it go wrong?
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing,
100%.
And listen, listen, props to Malta. I mean, listen, he tried. He tried. I'm not saying that I'm not going to disrespect Malta too much, but he tried. But I think in terms of he just got to go because he lost the locker room. When you lose the locker room, there's no coming back, guys. There's no coming back when you lose the locker room. I think every coach knows that. So,
Yep.
But anything else you want to bring up?
No, I mean, just I'm excited for where this is going to take us. I think slowly the chemistry is going to keep building and building, especially with a coach as eager as Tudor is, and I'm looking forward to the future. And if Tudor does well for the rest of the season, I would gladly extend my welcome to him as a Juve fan for next season as well. Because I'm liking his attitude already, so I'm liking it.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Yeah, guys. So you heard it. You heard it. At the moment, I'm trying to find who the heck is live at the moment so we can redirect to them, guys. Of course, just put in JuveCorner raid in the chat. Right now, I'm probably going to be going to Flawless Sarcasm City TV. He's streaming right now with 200 people. So, definitely do that. Also, guys, of course, make sure to smash the likes. Of course, share the content, guys. 4 viewers. Come on, guys. Like, we should have gotten at least 20. Yeah. Let's get some more viewers coming into the next lives, everybody. Of course, Nino, thank you for joining once again.
No problem.
I hope you got to 100. I think you probably did by now. Hopefully, let's see it.
Yes, we are at 100. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, oh yeah, grande Nino. There you go. So, of course, guys, we're gonna be redirecting to Flawless, the sarcasm, or the sarcasm. I think Sarcasm City TV. So go JuveCorner raid, guys, in the chat. You already guys know what to do. And of course, that is all from us. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. It's a pleasure. And you already know. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti. Ciao, everybody.
This is a Russ production.